The more we become attached, the more we lose perspective. This is a quote from meditation I listened to about healthy detachment. Some people might think that if you really love someone deeply and if you really care for someone deeply, then you have to be attached to them. It's not correlated. In fact, it's the opposite. I find that when I'm able to detach from someone, that actually allows me to connect with them deeper. Attachments create entanglements. Entanglement creates confusion, whereas healthy detachment creates clarity. And that's really the difference here. Attachment is the root of all suffering. When we learn how to have meaningful connections without being attached to someone, we are able to experience those connections to the fullest, as we are able to be more present in ourselves with others and gain perspective of what that relationship actually is. Because the relationship you have with yourself sets the standard for every other relationship in your life. If the relationship you have with yourself is always fluctuating depending on the relationship you have with someone you're attached to, then your relationship with others will therefore always be affected by that attachment. Whereas when you are able to detach from them, you are no longer fluctuating constantly. Rather, you learn to appreciate them and the connection you have with them, but you are not dependent on them. When we think about attachments, the root of them is dependency. You need to ask yourself and really think with yourself, what am I dependent on this person for? Why do I seek this from this person? Once you identify what that is for you, in order for you to detach, you need to be what you seek. You need to identify what it is that you are depending on that person for and become that internally. Because as long as you don't become that internally, even if it's not with that person, you will constantly find yourself entangled and attached with someone who can supply that for you. Attachments are byproducts of filling up voids. If you constantly seek and seek and seek, then the second your supplier runs out, you're going to feel lack. And that lack will cause you to be entangled. When you seek something externally to fill up a void, that means that you don't have it. But when you seek something externally that adds value in your life, then it's not a replacement, it's just an addition. So even if that person or thing goes away, they didn't replace what you already had internally, they just added more value on top of it. Whatever you seek, become that. If you seek happiness, if you seek fulfillment, if you seek love, if you seek appreciation, become that internally, because that way, that removes all external need to seek for that. Your external reality is a reflection of your internal state. As within, so without. All you need to do is be it. And in the description down below, there is a healthy detachment meditation that I actually got this idea from. I love this meditation. It's free and it's so powerful. I highly recommend it.